Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of the Mardel Rubio, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Imahinasyon. If that's right, it's probably not, so I've totally butchered that. But our PDF colour along. Now I've finished all my flowers. If you remember, we did these 2 flowers and then I left you to do your own, and I did that one and I did them ones down there, and I also did them ones up there myself, as we said we were going to. Now we have these leaves here to tackle. Now I thought we'd do the closer up view of these, just so you could see easier what I was doing, because I know on the other view it was a little bit further away. And I'm going to bring you in slightly. Blurred by the looks of it. It's blurry. I know it's blurry, I can see it is. Really sorry. Try putting you down a bit. Okay. I'll move you over to here, then you should be able to see what I'm doing. I've picked out some pencils, and I've picked out from the Prismas Kelly Green, which is 1096, Apple Green, which is PC 912, and the Spring Green, which is PC 913. Now I'm going to do these ones different to the other ones on this page. Hopefully we'll be able to get all these ones done, and then I can, there's lots of the other ones, so I'll do the same as the flowers, and I'll just show you as many as we've got time to do, and then you can fill the rest in on your own like you did with the flowers. Right, so I'm going to start off with my darkest one, and I am just going to go up the middle, just either side of the middle line. I hope you can see what I'm doing here, so you will be able to once I've coloured it in fully. So with the darkest one, up the sides of the middle line. Now this one here is shaded, that one, so I'm going to go in darker over there because that's going to be a shaded part, and also this one here is shading this one, so I'm going to go dark here where there would naturally be a shaded part. Also at the bottom, obviously it's going to be deeper at the bottom, so I'm going to go up the middle either side again, make sure that's quite deep, and I'm going to go along the lines of the leaf as well with the darkest one, so along these lines like so. Right, and then I'm going to go in with our medium one, which is the apple green, and I am just going to go very sort of gently, very light hand. I'm just going to go outside of where we went with the other one, just to the side of it again, side of the middle line, and by the side of the darkest one. So there we go. I'm going to do, depending on whether the things on this page are small or large, I will use, you know, maybe this tripod or the one that's further away. So I'm hoping that that will give you a better view. If the items are smaller like these leaves are, then I can do this view because I can get you in smaller. But like if I was doing skin or something, there's quite a lot of that, so I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's what I'm going to try and do with this, and see which you prefer anyway. I know a lot of you did prefer the close-up view of the other colour along. So we'll just see how we go and see what people prefer. Now I'm going to go with this lightest one, and I'm going to go next to the others, but I'm not going to go quite up to the edge, and I'm going to go over all of it, but just leave a little bit of white at the edges of this one, like so. So we've gone over all of it very lightly, not quite up to the edges, so the tips are stayed just a bit white, and I'll go over the whole lot like that. Now I'm going to go in again with my darkest one, if I can pick them up, that is, and don't drop them all over the place, which was the Kelly Green. And again I'm going to lightly go either side again, just over where the same place as we went before, but just to darken up these bits a bit more, because we've gone over with the other two, so they will be, you know, not so dark as they were. So I'm going to deepen them up again there in the shadow bit as well, because that would naturally be shaded, and this side as well would be shaded because of the other leaf being over the top of it, like so. And we're going to do the lines again just like we did on the flowers, go back and deepen the lines, same as what we did on them. Here comes my dog, she's wondering where I've got to, like she does, bless her. She follows me everywhere. I went to my dad's today and I can't even go to the toilet without her following me, and she either has to come in with me or she'll sit outside the bathroom door waiting for me. Bless her, she thinks I'm going to leave her. There we go with that. Now we're going to go in again with the medium one, just slightly at the side of there, of the dark line, either side, like that, only very light-handed. And then we're going to go in with the lightest one again, and not quite up to the edge, nearly, but not quite up to the edge. Now leaves can be different colours. I'm just going to go in with, I've got my white, and I am going to go in with my white, and I'm just, this isn't very sharp, I must admit, this isn't very sharp. I'm just going to go in round the edges with my white. Now leaves are all different, none of them will look totally the same, so you know, don't worry too much about if they don't look the same or they don't look the same as mine. No two leaves are the same. So this one, it curls round, if you can see it sort of curls up on itself. So I'm going to do it deeper here at the bottom, and I'm going to do the shading, obviously, because it would be shaded naturally from the petal above. Hope you managed to get all your flowers done, and I hope you know, got on okay. Doesn't matter if they're not exactly the same as mine, no two petals are the same either. They can all be different, so you know, don't worry about that too much. Just sort of try and copy what I'm doing if you're colouring along with me. If you're not, you can, I mean, you can do them a different colour. You can even do your leaves a different colour, you know, if you, they don't have to be the colour of leaves, they don't even have to be green, they can be pink or purple or any colour that you like, really. Or you could have chosen maybe to do autumn colours even, so you'll do them like orange and yellows and reds and more of them sort of colours. So I mean, don't worry too much about, you know, whether they're the same. Leaves are leaves, you know, and that they're all completely different. You can pick up, I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere and I have a woods at the back of my bottom of my garden. There's a woods, and so, you know, we get no end of leaves in winter and sort of autumn, and you can look at, you can pick leaves up and you can look at them and no two are ever the same, you know, they're all completely different. So, you know, don't worry too much. There's Drop Dead Fred again, chucking me pencils around like he does. So, hope you've all had a good day. We went to my dad's today, being Saturday, although I didn't really feel up to going, I went anyway. I think I just needed, well, I say I needed a break, but didn't really get one. We had to take Zach with us, normally he'd be out with his friends, or he would stay here sometimes, but he's in the suicidal phase again at the moment, so we won't leave him here when he's like that, you know, because I just don't trust him. Anyway, I'm glad he's had his tea and sort of gone upstairs and left me alone for a little while. I'm feeling sort of mentally exhausted, shall we say. Right, let's have a go at this one. It's just nice to be able to sort of chill out and do some colouring and have a chat with you lot and everything. It's just nice to do that when I've had a stressful day, and colouring's always good. I mean, he hasn't done any more colouring since a few pictures that he did. He says it doesn't help him, and I keep telling him that, you know, it is good for depression, it will help him, but he doesn't listen, so there you go. Can't help somebody who won't help themselves, I'm afraid. But it's just nice for me, and now we're back, and sort of after a stressful day, our normal Chinese in the village that's 6 miles away was closed, so we had to, on the way back we went to another one which was a bit further away than our normal one, and we must have waited 45 minutes, and there was people coming in and ordering, and they were going out before we'd got ours, and I could see my husband was getting more and more angry, and he didn't, you know, and Zach was with us, and I just thought my husband was going to blow his top, but he didn't after the day we'd had. But he didn't, you know, and eventually we got our food, and it was okay. It was nice enough. So, but I don't think we'll be using that one too often. But, so it's nice to be back now, full of Chinese, and just chill out. So I've done exactly the same, gone up the middle with the darkest one, and done the veins with the darkest one, and then gone down the side of the darkest one with the medium one. And now I'm going to go in with the lightest one, which is the spring green. Not quite to the edge, just so you leave a tiny bit of white on the edges. You don't have to leave white if you don't want to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends how I'm feeling, really. Because I've left some white on the flowers, I just thought it'd be nice to leave some white on the leaves as well. Right, so hopefully we'll get all these leaves done before my time runs out. We'll see how we go. Right, that was this one. Darkest one again was Kelly green, so we'll just go down the centre again. And we're going to do the same with all these leaves that are just round these flowers here. The other leaves are different, so I'm hoping I'll just get, if I don't get much time, if I'm running out of time before I get these ones done, what I'm going to do is I'll just show you what I can of these ones, and if I don't get time to finish them, then I will quickly, you've seen how I do these ones, you can finish them off like you did with the flowers, and I'll quickly move to a leaf or two of the other ones and show you how they're done, and then you can do the same yourself with them. And I hope that's okay. I'm sure you don't need to follow every single one, you know, of mine. So get the white again and just go around the edges, and it will sort of blend the last colour, which I think was the apple green, into the white, like so. Right, I'll just move you a tiny bit forward so you can see the other ones. Where are we? That way. There we go. Get them out of the way. So, same again, go up the middle of the vein of the leaf. I'm going off my plastic there, there we go. And we go up the other side again. So up the side of the vein, both sides. And then shade, if there's anything covering the leaf, like these petals are, then these are obviously going to be darker. So you shade round there, so you put a bit of dark, so that's a bit shaded round there. And then we're going to go up the veins like we did before. Doesn't matter if they're not perfect. I can see I'm sort of going off the lines, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it all looks the same in the end anyway. So, and then we'll go along the side of this dark one with this middle colour along there like that. There's no particular distance that you're supposed to go out from, you know, into the leaf. It's basically just entirely up to you how far you want to bring that out. And that one is the apple green, and then the lightest one was our spring green, and we're going to just lightly take it out. You can do this like I'm doing on the side of the pencil, because it then sort of helps to blend the two together. And same again this side, it just sort of helps to blend everything together if you do it on the side. As you can see, you can't really see sort of, apart from these shadows, you can't really see sort of one to the other, they're all sort of blended in together. And the darkest one again, which is the Kelly green, and we'll just darken up them shadows there and the line there, and darken up these lines. So you don't have to be too precise on these. So, but yeah, I enjoyed doing these flowers. I don't know if you did, I hope you did. I hope some of you would have chosen some different colours to me. It would be lovely, you know, if you did, and put them on Instagram or something. And I can see, you know, whether you chose, I don't know, orange or red, or, you know, whatever colours you think, you know, they should be, or what colour they are in your mind. Just do it. Go for it. This bit here is a branch, so we'll leave that. We're going to go shadow this one here, like this. What are we doing for time? 17 minutes. Right, so up the side of that one, like that. And that one don't have to be any particular width or anything, just whatever, however it comes. And then on the side of the pencil with the apple green, just to sort of blend them in a bit together. You don't have to blend in the shadowy bit because we want to keep that darkish. So that one, and then with the spring green, wasn't it? Yeah. Just going to take it just up to there where the white bits are, and you don't need a lot on that side. So that's how that one goes. So today is Saturday for me. I'm not sure when this will get uploaded, because obviously most of you know I have to wait till my husband goes out and his computer's off, because our internet just doesn't like me uploading when two computers are on. So the other night I couldn't actually sleep the other night, and he'd gone to bed. My husband doesn't go to bed till about 5 in the morning. I usually go to bed around about midnight, or between midnight and 2 o'clock time. So he came to bed and I was still awake, and in the end I got up, and because his computer was off, I took the opportunity then to upload, and he doesn't sleep for very long either, which isn't very good. So that's that. So I thought, well, I can't really you know, it's got to be done. I've got to do these things. So I just sort of took the opportunity to do that. And so yeah, that was that. So I got a few things uploaded, but I say he doesn't sleep for more than about 4 or 5 hours anyway. So it's a bit awkward. I don't, you know, get a lot done. Right, we're at 20 minutes already, and there's only 2 more leaves on here, which are this style. So all the other leaves are the other style. So I'm going to move you down to here, which is a leaf here, just above her head. And for this one, I'm going to use dark green, the darkest. Then I'm going to use marine green, and then I'm going to use grass green. Now I'm going to do exactly the same as I did for the other leaves. Now this one has got some shading on it where the other ones haven't. So I'm going to shade with the darkest one where it is shaded on the leaf. Now these leaves are a completely different shape. They've got like sort of, they curl round, so it's like an open bit. So I'm going to go up the leaf where the shading is with our darkest one, and Mardel has shaded them for us, so I'm going to follow that shading of his. Now I am also going to go round the lines that he's put in with our darkest one, like so, and I'm going to do them basically, I don't do all leaves the same, that I do them all different, but for this one, because they are shaded for us. Now round her hair, that will also be shaded because she's in front of the leaf, so that's also going to be darker. So there we go, like that. And let's do this bit here and this bit here. So that's the shaded bit. So I'll try and keep that darker. Okay, then I'm going to go in with, all the pencils are rolling now, marine green. And I'm just going to use the side of the pencil, and I'm going to go over the dark bit that we did, but I'm also going to go out slightly. But I'm also going to go there, and I'm also going to go slightly over the shadowed bit as well, and slightly out here, because the leaves are sort of separated on this bit. So that's how I'm going to do them. Now I don't pick colours, I just basically, I look at my pencils and I just think, right, I'm going to have that dark one, that medium one and that light one, and I just go for it. So there is no particular, this one is grass green, there is no particular way that I do anything, and I'm going to go over the whole lot, but I'm just going to leave the white tips again on the edges. But I'm going to go over everything else, all the other colours that we've already put down. So I mean, I don't have any particular go-to grass colours or any particular go-to leaf colours or anything really. I just sort of do, like, right, I'm having that one and that one, and they either go or they don't. So, but these ones I just wanted to bring that sort of a khaki, olivey sort of green in, but I also wanted to bring in this a sort of a brighter green, which is this lightest one, which is the grass green. Just something that's a bit different, just to make it that slightly bit different. And obviously these are, you know, not like the other ones. You've got these different sort of leaves that poke out on this one. So we're going to do these. And we will get back to her face as well and do her eyes and things, and I'll use this camera so you can actually see what I'm doing when I do that as well. Because it's okay doing her skin and that from a distance, but I think for smaller things, you know, you do need, I think, the closer up view. Right, now I'm going to get my white. Whether this is going to work or not, I do not know. I'm going to get my white and I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to blend it all in together with my white, like so. Now, I don't normally use a blending pencil or blend anything, not really. Sometimes I will do it like this, where it's, because the white will blend things together for you. So where it's like white on the ends, you can sort of bring the green into that and it will spread a bit. So, like so. Now, I don't know if that's working or if it's not. Here comes Zach. I don't know whether this is working or whether it's not working, but we will see how it goes. So, not very happy with that, but there you go. We'll try another one, see if we can do it better next time. I'm not sure if it's the colours that I've chosen. It could be me. Let me see. What else could we use instead? Maybe. This one. Hi, Zach. I'm gonna maybe try a Celadon green instead of the grass green. Let's try that, because no tea leaves are the same anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's try this one here in front of her face there. Right, so we'll go with the dark one. I'm gonna just get my eraser, because I have gone over there onto the leaf with some of the skin tone there, so I'm just gonna get rid of that because it will show under the leaf, if it'll come off, that is. Oh dear me. Right, let's see. Right, we'll just go lightly over the shaded parts with that one. Like that. And then the medium one, slightly up. There we go. Quite a few bits of skin colour on the leaves, never mind. Never mind, it won't show from a distance. And the Celadon green, which we're going to do just sort of on the edges and go over everything else as well. This is a really weird angle for me, but we'll see how we go. We're getting there.
How long have you been recording for?
How long have I been recording for, Zach?
29
minutes.
Oh, how long you got left?
Oh, I don't know. Why, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
When you get past and that.
Oh, do you now? Can you wait 10 minutes? Yeah?
Well, I got stuff I need to talk to you about as well.
What again? Okay, well, just give me 10 minutes to finish this, and then you can get a drink and you can tell me what you want to tell me and that. Okay? Yeah? Is that alright? Good. Alright. You can sit there and watch me if you want. Sit there and watch me make a mess. Making a mess, aren't I? Yeah, you're not supposed to agree with me. Honestly. You're not supposed to agree with me, Zach. You're supposed to say, no, you're not making a mess, Mum. It's lovely. Even though I am making a mess, really. Back in with this one. I'm not sure I like these colours. I think I prefer them colours, actually. Oh, well. Oh, well, say, a bit late now. Could do with another pencil, another white pencil. Actually, I might have a white pencil in here that I can use. Oh, I've got a brand new one, but that ain't a lot sharper either. Oh, I've got lots of brand new ones. No, they aren't much good either. What's that one? That's not one, is it? I'll try this brand new one. Let's see what we get with this, shall we? Let's mix that around. I'm making a bit of a mess of these, but never mind. Never mind. Perhaps I'll do some of the other ones the same colour as we did the other ones. Because even leaves are the same type of leaves and not necessarily the same colour. Even if they came off the same tree, they're not necessarily the same colour. So we'll do that one. And then we'll do, I don't know, that one was quite not bad either. Let's mix these around, shall we? Let's go, where should we go now? We'll go to these ones over here. And let's see what we can do there. I'm going to use, what colour was this one? Grass green. Let's try, I quite like that grass green. So let's try, we're on this one, aren't we? So let's try the dark green. This is what I do, guys. I experiment. Like I said to you, sometimes it comes out, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's what I do. I experiment and I just grab things. So I'll put the dark green down, and then I'll put some marine green down as well, sort of a olivey, greeny sort of colour. Put some of that down over the top of there, and some over there, and then maybe we'll use this grass green, which, did we use that in that one? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, we did. What was the lightest one in that other one over there? That was a spring green. I'm going to put some spring green down on this one. I'm going to mix all these colours around, guys, but I'm going to tell you what colours I'm using. But I am going to mix them around. So basically, what I'll do is I'll tell you what colours they are. I'll tell you whether I use them for darkest, lightest or mediums, and just have a go yourself. Just mix them around, lay them down, whichever way you want, basically. It's your picture, it's your colouring. If you don't like it, cool, doesn't matter. Print out another one and do the same again. It's all good practice. And I'm nowhere near an expert, and so I just practice. And that's all you have to do. And we'll just put some white on this one. You drag sort of the green into the white. It doesn't stay sort of white, it goes into a sort of paler green, and you sort of, so you don't get the complete white, it goes into a green white. So like that, we'll mix it all in together like so with the white, because them ones I think came out nice and I didn't really have to blend or do anything with them ones. That's all the fun of learning how to colour. You know, you just put down whatever you think, and you either like it or you don't. Simple as that, really. So So we're going to blend these in together like this, and then see, that looks different to that one, and that one looks different to that one, but they're all the same leaf. But it doesn't matter if they're done in different colours. They can be any colour you want them to be. So what are we at now? 36 minutes. I don't know if we've got time to do another one. Let's do the one next to it. Let's do it. Kelly green there. In the middle there we'll do some Kelly green. Just got enough to quickly do that one. And then we're going to put some of the dark green around where it would be shaded, just because of the shaded bit. So some different green around there, and then we're going to do the apple green next to that, like we did on the other one, like so. Apple green on there, and then we're going to do the spring green. So this one is very much like the first ones that we did, only it's on these leaves. So basically just mix and match them up, because there's so many leaves on this page that are the same leaf. All of the other leaves on this page are the same as this. They're all this shape leaf, all the same type of leaf. So just mix and match them up, because if you did them all exactly the same way and exactly the same colour, they're going to look a bit, you know, a bit, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Like, sort of like manufactured in a factory where they're all exactly the same. And no two leaf is the same or the same colour. So basically, just do whatever. Pick a light, pick a dark, pick a medium, and just go for it. Now I'm just mix and matching all my colours up here. So as you can see, they're all completely different. So we've got these two down here, which I've just done, which are different colours to each other. We've got this one up here, which is a different colour again, and this one here, which is again a different colour. And then of course at the top there we've got the greens there, which are the sort of spring green. Now the ones at the top, I'll go through the colours again with you. The ones at the top, we started off with, what did we start off with? Kelly green was our darkest. This is for these ones here at the top here. Them ones there. The Kelly green was the darkest. Then we went to the apple green, which was our medium, and the spring green, which was our lightest. These for these ones here. Now these other ones we did a variation of colours. So we used the, oh sorry, my light's gone off. We used the dark green. We used grass green. We used marine green and Celadon green. So between all of these pencils, I'm going to do a mix bunch of the rest of these leaves, because if you remember, we have got like lots and lots of these leaves all over the page. So there's a fair few to do on these. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get a light, a medium and a dark, just grab whatever, put it down, mix it up with my white, leave little white tips, and just see what we get. We're at 39 minutes, so I better leave it there before the camera goes into another file. And so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That's just my way of doing. For some leaves I do them all completely different, but these ones, it's just my way. And if you're colouring along, I hope you'll join in. Maybe even do your leaves a different colour, do the autumn colours, you know, just mix and match. Just pick anything you fancy and just see how you go. And if it's not as you like it, that's okay. Just print another one out and start again. That's what I do. Hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.